some nutrition for you. And would you be open to trying it? And back then I was really, really tired. And I told her, well, at first I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Like I'm eating. And I just knew I was really tired. I was a tired mom. And I just thought, once you're a mom, you're tired. So Stephanie, I met up with her and she showed me this nutrition and she's like, take this, she's giving me a system. And I put this nutrition in my body. And I kid you not, in like 3 to 4 days, I started to feel unwilted, like an unwilted flower. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I told myself, I think I'm just really hyped up about what's in my body. And because it's new, it's kind of like when you get something new and you're super excited and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have a new shirt. And I'm just like, ooh, I feel really good. So then day 5 came around and 6, and I was so fired up and I felt so good. So I told myself, you know what? This stuff is really rocking my life right now, and I'm able to get so much done. I noticed that I wasn't so crabby. I noticed that my skin was glowy, and I noticed that I had so much more energy, which was extremely huge for me because my day would start like at 5 in the morning and I'd go till like 9 p.m. And this isn't to tell you guys so that you guys could be like, oh my gosh, I need to rock out like 12, 14-hour days. It was just my life at the time. And again, casting director, okay, mom, and all kinds of extracurricular activities, right? And I was just going, I was on fumes. I was just like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready to do the next thing. So long story short, that was back in 2013. Here I am, 2020, and I am absolutely convinced that this nutrition changed my life. I mean, I'm still on this. Years ago, I told Stephanie, she's like, hey, do you want to share this with other people? I'm like, oh no, I'm not telling anybody about this. I don't have time for that. Like, I could not fathom sharing this nutrition with other people at all. I mean, I had absolutely no time. I didn't even have time to like do stuff for myself. And so if you guys can relate to being like a crazy person that just goes all day and never does nothing for yourself, please type something in the chat. Let me know that I'm not alone. So then I started sharing the nutrition with a few of my family and friends, and the rest is history. Now I'm sharing all the time. I feel like if I don't share with somebody, that it's just like it's like a sin, right? It's like a sin because I'm over here feeling really, really good. And if I'm not sharing with somebody, like it's just not right. Like if you're friends with somebody, you got to share with them, help them. A lot of people are suffering in silence. And it's just our birthright to be living in purpose, living intentional, living conscious, and living your best life. As we all know, right now, especially, people are unfortunately dying left and right. And I think number one right now, if you don't feel good, you're not going to do good. And if you can boost your immune system and if you can boost yourself, your mind, you can do anything. And that is like the biggest thing on earth. Like you have to believe that you can do anything. So with that being said, I am going to pop over and I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, if you guys can see my screen, can you put a number 1 in the chat, please? Awesome. Looks like you guys can see it. Okay, so here I am, and I just want to share with you guys, and I should have shared this at the beginning of the video, but I just got right into it. The integrity of the company that I am partnered with, which is Isogenics. We don't claim to cure, prevent, treat any type of illness in any way, shape, or form. I will share with you that if you put the right nutrition in your body, the body is a miracle and the body can definitely heal on its own. Our body is remarkable. There's a huge analogy that always sticks in my head. And I'm not into plants in any way, shape, or form, but maybe you are. If you talk to a plant and you water the plant and you give it vitamin D, this plant is going to nourish and live. If you put a plant in an environment that is super dark and you're negative and you talk bad and you don't water this plant, I promise you that plant will die. Okay. So if you could keep that analogy in your head, think about the remarkable thing that this can happen for you. You could simply start by drinking more water. I promise you, water is incredible. It'll change your life. Just drink more water, change a few things in your nutrition, fuel your body with absorbable nutrition, right? Make sure you know where the source is coming from. This is why I'm so passionate about sharing, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know. And I was one of those people. I did not know. And I thought that I could absorb nutrition off of what I was already eating. But you guys, inside, I did not feel good. Like, I might have looked good in the outside, but inside I did not feel good and I wasn't thinking right. So I want you guys to just think about how you feel. Are you low vibe? Are you always shifting your brain into a negative energy? Or are you that person that's like, oh, I feel so good. Like, I woke up today. I'm going to take charge of my day. Like, really think about that. Um, that is really, really big. So I'm going to pop on to the next slide. So we have a huge system that we share with everyone. Okay. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I will tell you that our nutrition is optimal. And when you fuel your body with optimal nutrition, I promise you, your life will change. So this is me. I don't like to show my picture. Anyway, this is my before and after. And before, I looked happy. I had a couple of drinks, a couple alcoholic drinks there. But as you can tell, my skin has changed and I just feel so much better, you guys. If you guys only knew like the inside of me versus the outside, like it was just crazy. And my skin was always just fluctuating. I'm going to go into transformations, you guys. These are friends. These are actual people that I know that,
Annie,
there's Brent. Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt you just real fast. We can only see a portion of your screen. Go over to where you can see the full screen on the right on the bottom. So go bottom right. Yes. Click on that.
Which one? Slideshow?
Yes. Slideshow or with the 4 blocks.
Can you see now?
No.
No? Hold on, I'm going to stop share. I'm going to stop the share. Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to keep going. Slides, let's just, we have a lot of transformations, okay? We have kids that have autism. Again, we don't cure, treat, prevent in any way, shape, or form. But I will tell you, my friend Janine, she has a boy, and her son, what he has experienced from getting nutrition in his body, he can now talk better. He no longer is inflamed. You guys, I'm telling you, we have so many different solutions for so many things. Right now, people are extremely stressed out. Of course, the holidays bring on extra stress, all kinds of stuff like that. And I just want to invite you to just dream a little bit, okay? I want you to think of what your ideal life looks like right now and think about what you really want. Think about if you were in control of your own day, how would that look like? Would you be working 12 hours a day, or would you be going for a walk at 12 o'clock noon because the sun is shining? Like, would you be having dinner at an earlier time with your family around the table. Would you like to take a day trip to Sedona on a Saturday because you can and you're not stressed out and you want to go check out the red rocks and you want to feel the cool air? Like, what is your ideal day look like? And I just want to invite you to adopt an expansion mindset. And I know that sounds a little far fetched, especially if you're overwhelmed, because trust me, that was me. When you put good nutrition in your body, and we have a vehicle that can help you get to your ideal life, I just want to invite you to dream a little bit, think about what you want in your life. If you are unhappy, I ask that you just dream a little bit. What if money wasn't an option? What if I felt good because I wasn't hangry and I actually felt fueled and I'm no longer craving sodas and I'm no longer craving cigarettes and I'm no longer craving an escape? Okay. Like, what does that look like for you? What does that look like for your family? Does that mean you have a little extra money because you're not spending money on like the extra addictions? Could you feel better and swap your addiction for, hey, I'm addicted to bettering myself because I now see my family happy. I'm happy. Everything just feels better. So I invite you to dream a little bit. I invite you to jump into our private Facebook group, contact the person that invited you if you have questions. We have a bunch of transformations in their stories. I mean, I could go on and I could share you a bunch, show a bunch of those, but really, truly, like, if you could just dream a little bit and take ownership and control of your life, I promise you every little bit that you do, whether it's drinking more water, whether it's trading the soda for a lemon water, whatever you do, any little bit helps. And I promise you, if you could change this, you could change anything. And I just want to tell you that you have control of that. And you deserve better. So I just invite you to take a look. If you have any questions at all, I ask that you type it in the chat. Reach out to the person that invited you. We're all here to help. We're a community. And I've been doing this since 2013. And I was the girl that said, hey, I don't have time. So, yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. And thank you for the time.